I'm going to pull the stream up. Yeah. It's too hard to switch back and forth. All right, I got the stream up. Let's see if I can hear us. Testing, testing. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Cool. All right, I'm starting the game. Oh, wait, you can't even... Are you watching? Oh. Are you going to be a little bit delayed? Are you just watching the stream? All right. EPSL Central, welcome. Divisional showdown. St. Joseph Spartans against Corner Canyon Chargers. Both teams sit in the top of the division. Spartans 6-1 versus Chargers 5-2.
Yes, and the Spartans are coming into this game currently 2-1 in their division, while Corner Canyon is yet to lose in the division. So this is quite an important game coming up.
And of course, a rematch of the first matchup. Chargers pulled out the win. It was a low-scoring game, so hopefully see some fireworks tonight. Get the show on the road.
Should prove to be an exciting game.
I hope so.
Yeah.
St. Joseph's going to kick off. Turn out to about 28-yard line for the Chargers. And one of the top quarterbacks in the league here, Matty Ice, stepping onto the field. 1,700 yards, 12 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Does some damage on the ground as well. He's all around pretty good quarterback. Definitely notice it is raining, so we'll see how that affects both teams here.
Yeah, and I mean, wherever we're located, we surely do get plenty of rain throughout the year. So.
Wow, oh my gosh. First play, deep shot, touchdown. Speaking of rain.
Oof. Yeah, that's going to open the game with an explosion. Recent rain.
Wow, one-handed catch over the shoulder.
75 yards.
Yeah, 70 plus yarder there. Talk about fireworks. Big touchdown there. I mean, I don't know who was in coverage on that one, but definitely blown coverage for sure. And couldn't ask for
take it back to the drawing board with that one.
Couldn't ask for a better start if you're the Chargers there.
Yeah, the fans love to see this.
See what kind of response we get here from St. Joseph. Duckworth gets it out to about the 26-yard line on the return. And Press takes the field here. Let's see his stats so far in the season. 1,800 yards, 12 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. So, I mean, Ice definitely pretty even there. See how they start with the ball here. Penalty on the first play. Ineligible receiver downfield.
Interesting. We don't happen to see many of these here in the EPSL.
No, we don't. Wonder if they maybe expected a run on that play. Blocking downfield a little bit, but 1st and 15 going the wrong way for St. Joseph. short catch there. 3 yards for Robinson. Definitely a guy that they want to get involved early in this game. He's
yeah, clearly you can see he's quite efficient with every reception he's getting, and he's only due for an even bigger day today.
There's a big shot. Broken up. Looking for Robinson again. Underthrown a little bit. Broken up by cornerback on that play there. But St. Joseph looking to respond.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to do it from 14 yards away, but they're going to have to answer here. And they're not going to do it with a check down, so
yeah.
Unfortunately, St. Joseph's going to have to punt this ball away.
Fair catch there for the Chargers, and Coach having some words with Mason Rain there. 1 target, 1 reception. The big touchdown on the first play last drive. Let's see if they can replicate it. Obviously, the Chargers will be looking to get another touchdown on the board. Throws outside. Quick catch and tackled by JoJo Carter there for the Spartans.
JoJo Carter was actually a recently acquired player because last season he wasn't with the Spartans. He's a newly acquired transfer. And I see the weather taking effect there as either a bad release or just not synced up with the quarterback there as we move to 3rd and 6. Wow, and a huge sack.
Brewer, one of the stronger defensive ends in the league, big time player for the Spartans there, breaks through and just takes ice down.
And he moves ahead to 7.5 sacks on the season now. He's just in the hunt for leading the league. I mean, he's only a sack and a half behind, and this game's just getting started.
Yep. He'll be definitely looking for the rain to help him out there, make some plays on the defensive end. Short field here for the Spartans, getting the ball around half, hoping to make some, take advantage of that. First drive went the wrong direction. Hopefully, see if they can make something happen here.
And as we just showed with that display, we need to see a little bit more of Duckworth here. He's clearly one of the best running backs in the league, and he hasn't gotten a touch quite yet, so I think the Spartans need to get him involved if they want to see a little bit more production here from their offense.
Yeah, I agree 100%. We've watched plenty of their games, and they're best when they have a balanced attack.
Oh, and Robinson downfield.
Big chunk play there.
Oh, wow.
So Robinson's already got 3 out of 3 catches, 3 targets on the day. Definitely seems like they're trying to get him involved.
Yeah, I mean, he's already equaled his targets from not targets, but receptions from last week.
Deep shot there. Moonball from Truss, and did he get the toes in? We're going to have to check the replay on that.
This one's going to be close, folks, but
calling it on the field a touchdown. Yeah, they're not even going to review that. They're happy with the call. Rojas, he's been big for the Spartans this year, huh?
And the transfer from Ramona, putting the Spartans on the board.
The late transfer, yeah, he came over with JoJo. Yeah, those two have been great on both sides of the ball there. Quick strike from
Dynamic duo for sure.
Quick strike from St. Joseph there to even the score, 7-0.
And you want to talk about dynamic duo? I mean, you see Rojas and Robinson both taking on equally important roles there.
quick throw from Ice, and big catch there from Smith, I believe. Brought down by Pollock, the big junior cornerback for St. Joseph.
So yeah, St. Joseph's pass defense isn't looking as tight as it usually is, but there's still a lot of football left to be played. We're only a few minutes into the first quarter here. We've already seen a lot of action, though.
Yep. Storm with the big tackle there. He's been another great addition. Talking about a lot of new guys for St. Joseph, and he's been one of their best bright spots this season on defense.
Yeah, and that's going to be listed as a tackle for loss. Love to see that.
Oh, and Coldwell's getting a big sack there. Loss of, wow, 20? Is that what? 12 yards there on the sack. I think he caught Ice on the blind side there.
Yeah, we can already see that this rain's making it impossible for these linemen to block. I mean, if I was a lineman, I would not want to be in. That's for sure.
3rd and 23 here. I mean, see what they can draw up. Not many plays. He's under pressure again, and he goes down. Coldwell back-to-back sacks, 4th and 30. Wow, not where you want to be. Loss of 7 on that sack. That's 3 sacks now for St. Joseph D-line, who's been impressive again this season.
Yeah, they've had a kind of fluctuating productivity because we've seen 8 sacks out of them already this season in one singular game. Yet they've had multiple games where they haven't recorded any sacks. So they're looking to kind of plateau their production and get it to more frequent yet continuous. Oh, what a catch as I'm interrupted there by Rojas. He and Robinson already over 40 yards receiving each.
Mm-hmm. Yep, another big chunk play for Rojas there. Here's the first handoff to Duckworth. He goes for a yard or 2 on that carry. Definitely want the O-line, see if they can find some lanes for him. You know, we haven't talked much yet about corners. Corners D-line, they got some big additions. Rod Tame came over from Bishop Gorman. Spitzy Vert, who also came, I think, over from Bishop Gorman. So, yeah, they definitely bolstered their defensive line as well.
Yeah, and regardless, this team plays with a lot of heart and passion, and they're always competing regardless of who the opponent is. They're always formidable, so you can never count them out.
Yep. As we compliment the line, Duck takes a nice carry through, gets about 10, 12 yards on that one. Puts the Spartans just outside the 10-yard line. Short catch from Robinson there, picks a couple of yards. This is where Duck's been really lethal inside the 10-yard line. Finding those lanes and just hitting them. Not too much hesitation. Using his big body. Just like that, getting down to the 2-yard line. 3rd and 1 here for the Spartans.
Corner's going to be able to respond and, stand tall here on this 3rd and 1. Assumedly, they're going to give it to Duck here again, but you never know.
And they do stand strong. That's a great breakthrough, and that's one of the guys we mentioned, Rod Ting, number 98.
Yeah, makes a play when they really need it.
Yeah, knocks the lineman back and kind of blocks Duckworth there and forces a 3-yard loss and a field goal. So definitely good play there. What you want to see if you're a Chargers fan. And that field goal is good. It's going to be a 10-7 game here for the Spartans. 30 seconds left in quarter one.
Quite an action-packed quarter one. I mean, I don't know many quarters you see 17 points of offense where you have multiple punts too. So
Right.
We're due for a great game here, folks.
Quick strike from Ice to that sideline there, and that's the running back. A great catch from him. Hill with a nice catch, 33 there on the sideline. And they're going empty backfield again. See if they get the snap off before the quarter ends, and they won't. They're going to just let this one go.
Yeah, I mean, the Chargers seem to be very effective in this 5-wide formation. I mean, it's obvious. I mean, it's expected to be with 5 receivers out on the field, but you know, doesn't seem that many people can stop when they put all their best out there. We'll see if the Spartans are able to contain it if they run this again. Well, it seems this time they're coming out in a bunch formation.
Play action on that one, taking another deep shot. Nice breakup from Brady there. Second and 10, taking a screen, and they're going to pick up the first down. Nice blocking there from the lineman.
We see multiple good catches from Hill there. Very versatile back, clearly proving himself.
Big play. Ice throws that one and finds, I believe that's Smith. Smith Jr. there on the catch. Ice throw on the run. And just over the head of Storm on that play. The coverage linebacker. And Chargers are now inside the red zone, inside the 5 actually, down to the 3. Spartans looking to make a stand here.
Delivered a perfect strike on a run there. Can't do it much better than that.
Hill gets the handoff, and Royal with a big hit in the backfield. Maybe lost a yard on that carry. Be second and goal here from about the 5-yard line now. So yeah, he did lose a yard or 2. They're going to hand off to that guy Hill again, and he's going to dive in for the touchdown. Been very involved so far, and he's got a few catches and a couple runs, and he's got a touchdown now. So it's 14-10 lead for the Chargers here. Couple of big plays on both their scoring drives. And the Spartans are going to have to figure out how to cover the middle of the field there on those crossing routes.
And then that drive was only 2:41. You clearly see that this quarter is far from over, and we're due for a lot of offense.
There you see Rojas having a great start to the season on this new team. Got acclimated quite well. We're going to keep trying to get him involved, I'm sure.
And those few catches is what just eclipsed him over 500 yards on the season so far. As he makes another catch right there again.
And press another shotgun pass to, I believe that was Jasoneth. Another new signing coming over from Milton. Eagles, new tight end here for the Spartans. And it's a strike. Touchdown, Spartans. Daniel Albright, number 10. He's the wide receiver 4 on the roster, but makes a great catch right there. Streak up the middle. Cornerback there, number 9. I believe that's Flames. Tried to jump the catch there. overcommitted on that. Albright gets the catch, and he's gone. No one's catching him at that point.
Seems like they ran the Make-A-Wish play that is due once a year, and Albright seems to cash in.
Great response there. I think that was just over a minute off the clock, and yeah, like we mentioned, fireworks so far. 17-14 already, and we're just starting up the second quarter here. I think last time these two matched up, the final score, we've already surpassed the final score from that game, so these two are definitely not going down quiet here today.
Yeah, I mean, run away if we're trying to do things. However, I don't think it can get much better than this. Oh, I still takes it for about 12 yards there as Brady takes him down.
Hill with another snag on the sideline, so he's definitely involved in the passing game. See, multi-purpose back. A lot of weapons for this team here. And there's another chunk play for Mason Rain, who picks up another first down here for the Chargers.
Yeah, it really seems the Spartans are struggling to cover this pass defense.
Quick pass to Smith Jr. there, and JoJo Carter makes the tackle. But 2nd and 5 here, handoff to Hill, who is brought down right before he reaches the first down. So big 3rd and inches here. Spartans looking to hold and do a field goal. Chargers trying to pound the rock for a first down. They're going to hand it off, and he's hit at the line. I don't think he got there, and he's going to lose a couple yards. Great play from the Spartans. Yep, big play. First was hit, maybe I think that was Storm coming through, and then Pollock that comes in for the reinforcement. Forces him back, but offense staying on the field for the Chargers here. They're going to go for it on 4th and 2 here at about the 30-yard line. Handoff, and they get it done. That looked a little unorthodox, that pass, but they do get the first down. Ice was taking a hit while he made that pass. Broken up. That's going to be 3rd and 10.
.351, that's in the quarter.
Screen. Hill breaks a tackle. Wow, and he's going to get a lot of yardage there. So he's able to break that first bit of pressure. Someone had a chance at him there. I think that was maybe Christensen. And wow, Hill turns the burners on and gets them inside the 10-yard line. Chargers looking to score another touchdown here. But Hank Hill, he's all over the place right now on offense. Definitely a problem for the St. Joseph defense. Ice looking to pass, steps up, and it's brought down. Coldwell again. That's his 3rd sack today. Man, he's on a mission.
That trick, jeez. Impressive. Very. I mean, when was the last time you seen 3 sacks in one day.
Very impressive. Second down handoff to Hill, who is met in the hole there, able to pick up a few yards. And it's going to be 3rd and goal just at about the 6-yard line here for the Chargers. Empty backfield for Ice, who is strong with his feet. We know that. But that's great coverage there. Big man, Zach Royal, who dropped into a coverage roll and is able to get the sack and not the sack, but he's able to stop him short, and they're going to kick a field goal. So after the big screen pass, 1st down from Hill, Spartans defense stands strong and forces the Chargers field goal, ties the game at 17 here. Minute 53 left in the half. Quick pass, and Robinson's there for his 4th catch of the day. And we're going no huddle here for the Spartans, who are looking to get on the board, and that's a big play. Catch and run for, that was, JD Charon. First catch for him, and he's been quiet so far, but he has been a phenomenal player for the Spartans this season. Another big catch and another break. 2 broken tackles there for Jasonus. His 2nd catch, and man, channeling his inner Kittle there. Makes a big catch, shakes off one tackler, shakes off another tackler, and then is able to even get out of bounds to stop the clock with a minute left here for the Spartans, who are looking to get another touchdown here to close out the first half.
Yeah, I mean, they used so little clock. I mean, the Chargers might even get another chance with the ball here.
Quick pass up middle to Rojas again, and Russ is gonna roll out, looking for options and throw the ball away here. So 3rd and 1, we got exactly 30 seconds left, and you wonder if they're just gonna hand the rock to Duck here, get the 1st down. Oh, they're gonna pass, and they're gonna throw a touchdown. Wow. Toe drag, swag, and who else but that guy Rojas again, who has just been the main target here for Press this half. I believe that's catch 6 or 7, and Press delivered that one in a triangle there of defenders, but it was right on the money, and Rojas drags the toe. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say hopefully that's catch number 6, because that would be touchdown number 6 on the season for number 6, and he's had quite an amazing season so far.
Absolutely, and what a drive there from the Spartans. Just about a minute off the clock, drive down the field and get a touchdown to take the lead here, 24-17. Almost too fast, like you said. Leaves Canyon here with 30 seconds and a few timeouts to work with something. Try and get it into field goal range at a minimum.
Yeah, we've seen they've been quite explosive thus far.
They're going to play aggressive and pass. Ooh, and that was behind the receiver. Carter with a good pass breakup. Almost picked that one. But let's see if they play more conservative here after and they are going to hand it off, but they do call a timeout, so they're going to maybe try and take a deep shot here on 3rd and 3. Pass broken up, so that's going to stop the clock with 12 seconds. And the Chargers are going to punt away here. We'll see if the Spartans take a shot. Hail Mary. With 5 or 6 seconds left, but they might just kneel it out, and they do receive kickoff second half. So yeah, it looks like they're maybe just hand off to Duckworth here and just head into halftime. Heading off to Duckworth is not a bad idea. He's going to pick up the first down. 2 seconds left, so maybe they can take a shot here. Receivers wide. They might just throw it up. Press does throw it up. Oh, and he finds Charlie. Oh, my God. No way.
Oh, my gosh. Like, you cannot make this stuff up. What an absolutely amazing catch.
Wow.
Well, nonetheless, but just completely wide open.
You got to ask questions of the Corner Canyon defense there. I mean, you've got 2 seconds on the clock. That's the one play you can't give up, the deep shot, and I'm not sure what happened there. Several players covering in no man's land, and wow, can't draw it up much better if you're St. Joseph Spartan, because 31 here, 31-17 heading into halftime, and you received the kickoff second half. So definitely an exciting, much more exciting matchup this half than or this time around. But
certainly feels like we've watched the whole game already.
Right. Still got a whole half left.
Buckle in, folks.
Highlights for Prest here. He's got, I think he's got 4 touchdown passes on the day. 2 to Rojas, 1 to Tron, and 1 to Albright. So yeah, 4 touchdown passes in one half of football. And you'd like to see, I think, the Spartans give the ball to Duckworth a little bit more this half. Get him moving a little bit. He's only had, I think, 2 or 3 touches of the ball. But yeah, definitely want to control the clock here for the Spartans. They're going to pass again, and they're going to make another big play to that guy, Rojas, who's been unguardable today. Absolute menace. And another big first down for St. Joseph. So curious to see second half adjustments here, but for Spartans, it's pedal to the metal, no let off the gas. And Press gets out on the way just in time as the cornerback blitz comes in. Takes him out, but he's able to release that into the dirt. Press is going to take off. He gets away and picks up a first down. Definitely want to be careful with the conditions tonight. Watch out for any fumbles. Probably want to slide, but does pick up the first down and hands off to Duck here. Duck breaks through. And Duck will pick up a first down of his own. Inside the red zone here for the Spartans, who are definitely putting the pressure on the Chargers defense here.
Even a modest game, Duckworth can retake the lead as leader in rushing yards on the season. So we'll look to see how he seems to assert his dominance. Oh, and then get a catch from Robertson here. Well, about 5 yards, 6 yards. At the 6-yard line.
Whip pass to the corner, and I think the rain might have had effect on that one. Kind of underthrown, and Tron not quite ready for it. Another pass here to Tron again, who makes the catch this time and puts them in pole position to score here. First and goal on the 1 yard line, and you'd like to see 3 just handoffs to Duckworth here, I think, and let him just do his thing. And they do hand off, and Duckworth sneaks his way in for a touchdown. What a drive there from the St. Joseph Spartans, and the Bluebirds are out.
And that's number 8 on the season for Duckworth. Quite impressive so far, considering the offense has put up 4 passing touchdowns.
Extra point is up and good. And it's a 38-17 lead here for the Spartans, who taking a big lead, but you can never let off the gas here against Corner Canyon there. As we saw in the first play of the game, they make things happen. And talk about make things happen. That's a great return to set them up at the 35-yard line there. Icy's,
big return.
Yeah, big return there. Just what they needed.
Only about 20-25 yards from field goal range, and they need anything they can get at this point. 21 points.
Yeah,
Need to string some things together.
Down 3 scores, and they are handing off to Hank Hill, who's been one of their better players so far, but he's not going anywhere on that play. Big play from Alex Hoffman, the sophomore defensive lineman there. Another run here for the Chargers. I mean, they've been really efficient in the passing game. Surprised to see them go double runs there, especially down 3 scores. Ooh, and a dangerous pass. They finally throw the ball on 3rd and 12. And Pollock, man, I think he was eyeing the end zone on that one because the ball just slipped right through his hands. But wow, dangerous pass. That could have gone for 6 the other direction. Press the on the field, and there's the highlight for Albright with the touchdown there, and that was the backbreaker there. J.D. Tron with that touchdown right before half, 2 seconds on the clock. Wonder how this game looks if that one doesn't happen, but you know. There's a catch for Duckworth. 2nd and 4, gain of 6 on that one. No signs of letting up here for the St. Joseph Spartans. I mean, you'd think they'd hand the ball off to Duckworth here, but they're going to keep passing. And a rare miss there from Press. Looking for Rojas again. Overthrows him a little too far, and he's not able to reel that one in, but it's 3rd and 4 here. Pass caught. Rojas again for another St. Joseph first down. Good adjustment from Rojas. That was a little ways from the body, and he's able to adjust the feet and make the snag. Turned off to Duckworth, and, well, great pressure there from cornerback there. Irving with a nice tackle. Forced a tackle for loss there. Well done by the Chargers defense. And Duck doesn't happen too often, but he's tackled for a 1-yard loss. Quick pass to Robinson there, just over the 50-yard line, and it'll be 3rd and 4 here for the Spartans, who are going empty backfield. Takes a snap and finds his man Jason with a quick cut in route, and makes the catch and picks up another first down.
Spartans are a bit atypical right now. They seem to rely on the run game usually in the second half, but they haven't gone to it yet. maybe we're gonna get a heavy dose of it in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you just get the feeling that there's blood in the water here, and they're really just trying to put the final dagger here. You think one more touchdown might just put this one out of reach.
Yeah, but the fourth quarter approaching, I don't see the momentum shifting anytime soon.
Need a big play on the defensive end. Interception, something, turnover. Truss finds Charon, and he's got no one on him, and he's going to make it in. So touchdown. J.D. Charon with his second of the game. Beat the coverage, and he makes a nice snag, adjusts the body, takes the tackler into the end zone for 6. So,
wow, and now that's a season high for first 5 passing touchdowns on the day.
Yeah, great game. I mean, he's not letting the weather conditions interrupt his rhythm at all.
Now, we have a serious question to think about. Do you think Spartans think about pulling him?
Potentially, I mean, right? It's a division game.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to see him get hurt. So the key, he's got a long season ahead of him.
So for the Chargers, I mean, what do you do here? I mean, are you playing conservative, just trying to burn some clock, get to the end of this one? Or are you going to try and take some deep shots and get some touchdowns?
I mean, they're still in the third quarter. I mean, they got to take some shots here. You're in front of your home fans. They paid money to come see you, and you got to play for some pride right now. And you can see they clearly have the ability to score. It's just they need to string some things together, maybe call some better plays.
Oh, wow. Big tackle from Storm there. Breaks through the delayed linebacker blitz. Doesn't fall for that play action at all and just takes Ice down. That's sack 7, or is that 6 or 7 on the day for the St. Joseph defense? End of the third quarter here, 45-17. Spartans up.
Are we gonna see our first 50-point performance of the season? Find out in the fourth quarter.
A little check down to Rain, and it'll be 3rd and 11, just trying to get some yards back there to make this a more manageable third down. Ice is going to take the snap, throws to the sideline, and wonder if the wide receiver could keep his feet in bounds there, but he runs out and see if they're going to go for it. They are in their own territory here. Their own 42, they're going to go for it. This is
quite dangerous territory.
But yeah, it's 4-down territory everywhere, you feel like, for the Chargers at this point in the game. They do convert with a nice little route. So, good play there.
And Ice makes the perfect read. We see that maybe Ice is just maybe looking too far downfield. There we go, another 5-6 yard gain.
Another big catch there for Rain, who's been very consistent today. I know they've been working to get him more involved, and definitely working so far. Coverage has gotten a little soft from St. Joseph, as you'd expect, giving up some underneath stuff. Don't want to give up the big play like they did on the first play of the game. But Chargers offense starting to move a little bit here. 8 minutes left in the game. Looking to get a touchdown here. Start closing the gap. Quick throw there and a quick tackle from Stark. Second and 6. Second and 8. Oh! Wow! My gosh. That sums it up for Corner Canyon today. I mean, absolutely thundering hit. Looks like he's going in for a touchdown. And my God.
And that's the backbreaker as Brady recovers that fumble.
Brady, right spot, right time. I don't even think the ball hit the ground. That was wow. I think that was Storm on the hit there. Just bringing the thunder. And just when you think that something's going right for the Chargers, it all goes wrong.
Yeah, it's hard to know if that's even considered a fumble if it doesn't touch the ground.
You expect the Spartans here to just run the clock. But good defense here. No, not giving up, that's for sure, from Corner Canyon. I mean, they got Duckworth in the backfield twice there, and they might be looking for a safety if they can get him once more in the backfield. But quick tackle, and he's able to just get back to the original line of scrimmage. So it'll be 4th and 10 here, and after the big turnover, it's a quick 3 and out for the Spartans. They're punting now from their own end zone. Mason Rain, 8 targets, 6 receptions, 132 yards, and a touchdown. I mean, putting up great numbers. This is a lot of what we saw last year for him at DeSoto. We haven't quite seen yet this season, but looks like he unlocked himself a bit today. And if you're a Corner Canyon fan, yeah, you're going to want to see a lot more of that in the future weeks. Five minutes left here. Nice little catch from Smith Jr. As the Chargers are back. Into the red zone, or close to it at least. Okay, number 3, that is the tight end Jenkins. Apologies. And there's a touchdown. Ice with the pass, and there's that man Jenkins, who's had a really good game today. One of the strong tight ends of the league. Wayne Jenkins there, a big touchdown. So he got the Chargers down into the red zone there, and he'll finish the job. Beat Storm on the coverage there. And 4 minutes left. Quite
strong drive from the Chargers here. You know, this is for the rest of the season. They still need to string some momentum here that they can build on.
Absolutely, yeah. At this point, that's all you're looking for. They're going to go onside kick here. 4 minutes left. See what they can get on the end of this. Good onside kick. Bobbles off some hands. All sitting there. Wow. They definitely had a shot at that. But Duckworth comes up and dives on that one. Yeah, that was honestly a nice onside kick, and they needed someone to penetrate there and get into that secondary and jump on that. But good read from Duckworth. So St. Joseph offense comes back onto the field here just inside the 50. 4 minutes here, looking probably to just milk the clock here. This is when Duckworth needs to come and make himself known. Run outside, and he's hitting the backfield. Hit at the line there and gets tackled, dropped down quickly, not able to break off that one. It'll be 3rd and 9 here. Another quick drive for the Spartans. Let's see if they can get this. They're going to pass on 3rd and 9. Caught, but short of the first down. Good tackle there from the Corner Canyon defense. That'll bring up 4th and 4, and Spartans will punt it away. Gonna try and pin them deep, and we'll see where they mark that one. Be a long field here for the Chargers. Marked out about the 14-yard line, so they're gonna have to move the ball quick if they want to get a couple chances here to score. Ice is gonna take a deep shot, and that is broken up. Looking for Jenkins again. Nice break up there from Pollock. Ice steps back, throws to the sideline again, and he's looking for Jenkins, and he got the catch. So Jenkins definitely having a great game. One of Ice's top targets on the season, definitely today.
Yeah, definitely leading amongst tight ends for sure. It'll be 3rd, 4th here.
3rd and 4. Quick pass up the middle to Smith, wide receiver there, number 8. Brewer chasing him, Ice out of the pocket. He's able to get around him and make a nice little pass to Hank Hill, who we've seen make several nice catches today. Good little outlet for his quarterback there. There's Rain again, I think 7th catch of the day. Minute 30 seconds here. Chargers looking to just get maybe one more opportunity to score a touchdown here and at least end the day on a high note. $50 seconds here for the Chargers, and pretty efficient drive here. They're moving the ball quite well. Nice break up there from Caden Jones. Looked like he had that caught on the sideline, but he got his fist in there to punch that ball out.
Yeah, and that one previous catch put Rain over 150 yards on the down, which was quite impressive. You don't see that often in the EPSL.
Very impressive, and that's what they brought him over. They transferred over to be the main guy here at Corner Canyon, and they're expecting a lot of things out of him. Definitely delivering today. Ice chasing the backfield, and Hoffman with a big sack. Forcing them back again. And Ice responds with a beautiful pass to Smith picks up the first down and gets out of bounds just inside the 15-yard line. And 12 seconds here. See if the Chargers can end the day with a touchdown. For the Spartans, you're just trying to not let them score another touchdown. Divisional rivals, you can't let them.
It's all about pride.
All about pride, despite the scoreline. Ice throws one out of the end zone again. Didn't like what he saw. So 4 seconds left. You think maybe one last play here. See what they've got drawn up. Ice is going to take off and looking for someone to make a pass, and down he goes. Brewer with the big sack. Second of the day for him. Eighth or ninth sack, I think, for for the Spartans. What a day for the defensive line. Great divisional win for the Spartans, and they're going to head home happy.
What an offensive performance from both teams, respectively.
Yeah, you look at the Chargers who put up several touchdowns, and you can't. I mean, despite, I think maybe their big problem was this giving up too many sacks, but still, with the amount of points they put up, 24 points. I mean, that's not too shabby. That wins a lot of games in the EPSL. But yeah, St. Joseph's defense came up when they needed to. The big turnover and the overall just Prest won the quarterback battle today, that's for sure. Both quarterbacks over 400 yards on the day. No interceptions, 2 touchdowns for Matty Ice, 5 for Prest.
Yeah, and you see Ice with 423. He actually surpassed Frost. It's pretty surprising considering the lack of scoring that the Chargers were facing today. I mean, you just got to be able to score when you're putting up 400 yards of offense. Passing offense, to be clear.
Yeah. Rushing, quiet game for Duckworth, 45 yards on the ground. Did get his touchdown. Hank Hill, same for him, 10 attempts for 27 and a touchdown. And both quarterbacks with a few. Wow, look at this. I mean, four receivers total with over 100 yards. That's pretty impressive.
And they're gonna love to see that.
Oh, absolutely. Jenkins, the tight end, big game for him. 10 catches, 122 and a touchdown. Rojas with 9 catches. Wow. 2 touchdowns. Rain had the big game that you mentioned earlier. Robinson, 7 for 53. And then Charon, 7 for 129. And he had 2 touchdowns as well. Smith, not too shabby, 71. So, I mean, yeah. Passing-wise, big game.
Yeah, everyone
for both teams.
at their respective moment.
Defensively, no interceptions on either side, but Coldwell 3 sacks, which is very impressive. Brewer had a sack. Thought he had 2, but I guess they only clocked 1 for him. Storm had a big sack as well. Hoffman, big sack. So I guess Canyon didn't actually get any sacks, which is kind of surprising. They have a strong defensive line, but the O-line for St. Joseph held up well today.
Yeah, that's very surprising. They seem to struggle with that a bit at the beginning of the season, and seems maybe their coach got on them a bit.
Nothing much to report on kick returns. Well, that's going to do it for EPSL Central. This divisional showdown, Spartans versus Canyon, and it's 45-24. Spartans win, and they move to 7-1 in the division with the big division win there. Chargers dropped to 5-3. Can't remember. But either way,
they dropped to 5-3 with
there.
Evening out and divisional records.
Yeah, big win for the Spartans there, and the Chargers are going to look to bounce back next week versus their opponent. All right, that'll do it. Have a good night, EPSL. Peace.